Good morning, everyone. This is Julie, and welcome back to my channel. This morning I thought I would do an updated desk tour because my desk has changed and evolved quite a bit since my last desk tour. So anyways, I thought we would get started. I'll just give you a real quick view. My desk is actually an old teacher's desk that I got back in college, and for an anniversary gift, I believe, my husband refinished it for me. So I just love this desk. It's got very sentimental memories for me, and it's very functional as well. So two of the best things you can have, sentimental and functional. And they kind of need to coincide, or else you really shouldn't keep it. But anyways, let's go ahead and give you a little view of where I keep my desk. It's in my bedroom, and my room is it's a simple, modest little bedroom, but I really like it. It's comfy and cozy. It's my husband and I's room, actually. And okay, let's get started. First off, I should say down here are where I keep basically things a lot of people would keep in a filing cabinet. What I've got in this folder right here are like paperwork. Please excuse my filming skills. I tell you, I need to work on not being so jerky with the camera, but you know, in time, if you can be patient with me, I will certainly try to work on that. So in here we keep like documents that we're going to need in the near future, such as my girls' physical exams for their school so they can participate in cheerleading and sporting events and things of that nature. Right here, my husband owns apartments and houses as a side job. And so here is where I keep his leases, and I have them all organized by apartment building and in order, like apartment 1, 2, 3, 4, under the category of the building. And then I let him know when the lease is getting ready to expire so that he can renew the lease, or if he needs to, like he purchases them and then fixes them up. So sometimes people are already under lease and it's like a really low price, and then he fixes them up. So he gives them the option of raising the rent a little bit, and if they choose to move out, then he actually raises it to the amount it's worth. So he, you know, he is a good businessman, but he also cares about people. So anyways, and then in here are our tax return information, and my son's, who's 21, so we keep his as well for him. And then in here, we just have forms for the apartments, such as leases and things of that nature, that when we need new ones. This is just my crafting, like where I cut with my X-Acto knife on my crafting, and then just I've got some crafting paper. I have a laminator, and I do my organizer, so sometimes I make folders and such for, or dividers or dashboards, things of that nature. And then here is basically what we would have our filing cabinet. It has all sorts of important documents and things that we need. So basically that is like my little filing system, and it just kind of sits behind the desk. Okay, so now here is the view of the desk. I just have a simple office chair, nothing fancy, but it's comfortable. My favorite screensaver, I have that, and I think I found it on, oh goodness, freewallpapers.com, or, oh, don't quote me on that. I honestly don't remember. But anyways, it was a free screensaver, and I just love it. I love the pink roses. I think they're so pretty. So on my desk I have, let me turn on the little light here so you can see things a little bit brighter. I have a little pink vase that I found in the dollar Target spot, and I think it was like $3. And then the roses are actually from Walmart. I just took the leaves off and had to bend the stems to make them fit into the vase, but I think they're pretty. And here, let's see, is a picture of my son on his wedding day with me, his mother, it's very special to me. He just got married not too long ago. He married a wonderful young lady named Kaylee, and super intelligent, and she's such a hard worker. I mean, she's just, I love her like my own child. I feel like I have another child is what I feel like. So very blessed. But anyways, my children, my girls especially, and I have a dream of going to Paris someday. That is just a dream. Not just because of financial reasons, but of course that is a factor, but also I'm scared to fly. So getting myself on a flight that would be that long, yeah, I'd have to work up the courage, but I really do want to go to Paris with my girls someday. And here I just have, I named my house Sugar Pie Cottage. So it's got my information. I'm a homemaker. It just says Julie Homemaker, and then it has my phone number, and it has my blog address, which if you're interested in checking out my blog, it is at thedaysofourcozycottage.blogspot.com, and cozy is spelled C-O-Z-Y. So yeah, if you want to check out my blog, you can kind of get to know me and my family a little better. And I give tips on homemaking and things of that nature. I have a series called The Keeper of Home that I do periodically, and where I give homemaking tips. Whether you're a full-time homemaker or a part-time homemaker, I think that we can all benefit from things of that nature. So, and in here is just a little memo pad that I found when we were in Lawrence visiting some family members, and I thought it was pretty, so I kept it. And then I've got just this is just a little fake flameless candle I got off of Amazon, just battery operated. It's real pretty. Let me turn off the light now so maybe you can see the flicker. I think the battery on this one's just a little low, but not too bad or anything yet. But yeah, I like that. And then right over here, and if you'll see right here, unfortunately on the wall, my wax melter spilt, and so I have to research on YouTube how to get wax off of a wall. I know there is a way. So I scraped off what I could, but I need to work on that this week. So these are my little cute kitties. I actually have 2 grandkitties. My son and his wife have 2 kitties. So these are kind of like to think about my grandkitties. This one is a Post-it dispenser, obviously, and then a little tape dispenser, and I just think they're really cute. And over here, this is just a contraption I found at TJ Maxx, and I keep one of my planners in here. This is mostly just to look at the calendar. I don't use that as my daily planner. I'll do an updated video sometime in the near future of what I do use as my daily planner now. And then I just have some scissors, and then I actually have I like to keep my phone in here if I'm working at my desk. And back here in the back, I just keep like paperwork or stickers that go on the back of letters and cards that I like to mail out to people. And then this, I'll just bring it over here, is just, let's see if I can set this down. No, okay, so sorry. Okay, my filming skills just leave a lot to be desired. Anyways, in here there's a calculator, and well, let's just open it up and see. Yeah, okay, calculator, which I've had forever, still works great. Let's see, what brand is that? Texas Instruments. I've had it for years and years. Sharpie, and this is my favorite kind of Sharpie because the tip is clear so you can see where you're highlighting. So I have that in there. And then just a little Dollar Tree tape measure, because you never know when you have to measure something. So that's what I keep in there. And I'm going to actually move this off of the desk so I can open the drawers here and show you what all is inside. This is my main drawer, and it's just your basic office supplies. I've got Post-it notes. These are some I tried from Dollar Tree, their brand or whatever, and you know, I thought I would try them because they were, you'd get more for your money, but they don't stick as good as the original Post-it brand, and I think I'm going to be loyal to the Post-it brand just because, you know, if they don't stick as good, what's the use? So I probably won't buy those from Dollar Tree any longer or anymore, but I thought I'd give them a try. And in here I just keep my paper clips. This is just a pretty one that I had gotten on Etsy a long time ago, and that I use in my planner from time to time. And then here, these are just some little things that remind me of my childhood memories. I'm very big on connecting to childhood memories, and when I was a little girl, I had one of these that I carried around in my purse that I had traded, and it was really special to me. So years ago, I bought one on eBay, and so he just lives in my desk. It just reminds me of childhood memories. That's what all of those things do. And then I've just got some pencils, random pencils, for my girls when they do their homework. My son has his own desk in his room with pencils and things of that nature, so he doesn't really tend to use these. And then, of course, my other son doesn't live here, so because he's a grown-up. But anyways, this is another highlighter and another highlighter, just random pins that I just didn't really want to throw away because they're still good. And then just extra pencils in case they want to use a mechanical pencil. Okay, and then this desk, what I love about it, it has this little guy who pulls in and out, and that's where I keep this. And I just really like it because it just increases the space on my desk. Okay, now, in this drawer, I keep things such as these little guys that go on top of pencils when the eraser goes low, little stamps, stapler remover, some little notes I like to give when I give something to somebody, a little note. And this again reminds me of my childhood, my Melody. So, and then I just have some bookmarks from Hobby Lobby and just some little label things like from Michaels that I, excuse me, used to label shoes and such. And then this is just some little stars that I use when I'm giving my husband a report on whose leases are about to expire, you know, just to kind of highlight what needs attention the soonest. And then I've got, these are actually for my planners that I do use. I use a personal size Filofax and a pocket size. So these are just extra papers for those. And then in my pocket size that I keep in my purse, I use these as check ledgers, and I get these off of Etsy, and I cannot remember the name of her shop. I don't know if it's on here. No, but she does amazing work. I love her stuff. So anyways, and then I've just got some thank you cards and just little notepads in case I need them. And then in the very back, I have extra notepads, you know, that stick on the refrigerator. So if I ever need those, which I do from time to time. And then in the bottom drawer, the last drawer, this is kind of like my hold all drawer. For my planners, I use this Cover It, you know, white out basically, when I have something changes or if I've written something really sloppy and want to rewrite it, and I really like to use those. And then these are just my little business cards, or they're not really business cards, my contact cards. And then this is just an extra thing of tape that goes into my little kitty tape dispenser. And then these are extra for the Filofax, like for 2018. And here I've got little stamps that I can use. And then these are some little envelopes I use for different things, different purposes around the house, and even in my car. I actually use these envelopes in my vehicle to keep my registration and all that information, and then one that I keep napkins in so that they stay nice and clean. So, and I just label them with a Sharpie on, just right on the top of them what they are. And I keep them in my glove box. I also use them to keep my stickers in for my planner, in my planner bag. So they're very multifunctional. Back here is just extra planner supplies, stickers and such that I don't use real often. These are just little index cards that I have. And then more of the post-it pop-ups or whatever for my little kitty cat. And then this is for the Happy Planner, which I have in this thing. This is what this is. It's a Happy Planner. And my daughter actually is going to be using one of these for school this year as her planner. So she'll probably use the whole bunch. Probably more than I, because I'm not really using mine as a daily planner. These are just extra washies that I have, like seasonal, that I don't have in my planner bag because I'm not quite ready to use them yet, or like repeats, seasonal or repeats that I just don't need quite yet. So they're in there. And then some more stamps, yeah, that I don't use on a regular basis. The ones I use are in my planner bag. And then these are just little notebooks that I got from the Dollar Tree that are really nice little notebooks. I don't know if I've got one that's open. I don't think so. But anyways, I just had them to use to give to somebody, you know, if they need a little book to keep their passwords in or something of that nature, or just to have on hand if I ever need them for anything. So anyways, that is my desk tour. And well, I guess we can look around it. I have a picture. That's my son, who's now 11. He was a little younger in that picture. He made me that when he was in Boy Scouts, and he did the I love you symbol. That is like what we do for all of my children, and I have always done that. And then just a little sign that says enjoy the little things. And I think that's so important in life, because little things are where true happiness lies, in my belief. And then this is something my son gave to me way back in 2004, and it was an award for motherhood. And he was just like a little fellow, like maybe 6 or 7, and he spelled motherhood like that. It's so cute. Yeah. So, and then just a little clock. So yeah, that is, let me put this back on so that I can give you one last view of my desk area. So anyways, I don't know why I always like watching people do their desk area videos. It makes me happy. I've always liked office supplies and things of that nature too, so I'm probably just weird. But anyways, I thought I would just update mine in case somebody out there is like me and enjoys watching this sort of thing. So that's my little desk. I'll give you another little view of my little room. Just a pretty simple little room. I'll just real quick, these, when my son and Kaylee got married not too long ago, they used these to keep the rings in. They cut like a little heart inside the book and put the rings inside. And anyways, they didn't necessarily want to keep these, so I told them I would hold on to them for them. If they ever want them, they can have them back. But so we'll see if they ever want them someday. But I'm going to keep them because they're special, and just couldn't just let them go. So and then this is a little figurine that I had when I was a little girl. My Grandma Smith had given me. This is not the original because I don't know whatever happened to it. It may have broken, but I got it for $10 on eBay, and it just reminds me of my Grandma Smith, who's no longer on this earth. And it's just special to me. And then these were given to me. These were in my Grandma Kelly's house. She had to move to an assisted living place just recently, so this is something they gave me to remember my Grandma Kelly's house and all the memories there, so they're special to me. And lastly, this little penguin, when my son used to go visit his father in Portland, Oregon, he loved penguins. Tristan always loved penguins, so he had Mama Penguin and Baby Penguin. This little guy is Baby Penguin. And oh my goodness, this just like touched my heart so much. Like, okay, so first of all, let me backtrack here. Every time he'd go to Portland, you know, he'd get homesick because he was pretty little back then, and he would call me and we'd say, you know, oh, he'd say Mama Penguin, Mrs. Baby Penguin, because he'd give me Baby Penguin and he'd take Mama Penguin when he would travel. And I'd say, oh, Baby Penguin, Mrs. Mama Penguin. So baby symbolized Tristan and Mama symbolized me. So we would still kind of have each other. That was like, you know, the background story of that. Anyways, when he moved out into his apartment, he worked late into the night moving stuff. And the next morning I went into his room and opened the door, and it was pretty bare other than this entertainment center that, you know, we weren't going to have him take because it was old and we were just going to get rid of it. But on top of that entertainment center sat Baby Penguin. And I'm telling you, when I saw it, I started just crying. I was like, oh, he left me, baby penguin. And it just like touched my heart so deeply. And he still has Mama Penguin. Although I'm sure, you know, he's 21. I'm sure it's not quite as sentimental to him at this point in his life. But to me, it just meant the world to me that he did that. And I tell you that I'll always keep baby penguin. Never will I get rid of baby penguin. So anyways, so that is, oh, and this used to be my great-grandmother Gruber's candy dish, and I just have some little strawberries in here. So that is my little side story. But thank you for coming to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my little dust tour, and hope you didn't mind me rattling off my little side stories about baby penguin. But yeah, I'm kind of a sentimental kind of person. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and thank you again for coming to my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.